Page 2, the administrator. I plugged in 50,000. It was 16,000 before. I plugged in 50, which is an increase of $34,000.
Is that straight salary number or is that a fully loaded number? To include benefits?
No, not. I wouldn't say that. It's if you do the calculation, 25 hours a week at $35 an hour, it comes out to I think 45 or 46,000, and I put 50,000 down. So there's a little bit of cushion built in there. That's what it amounts to. That way, if looking at a new administrator, if I spend any time here working with him, that's sort of figured in there too, in that number. Okay. So
that wouldn't include benefits.
Nope.
That line is a different one.
it wouldn't. That if you're considering a full time with benefits, you better bump that another 50
I agree.
at least.
How do we come up with that? That's the quick
Yeah.
question. $64,000 question. Right.
Well, I mean that's real.
Yeah.
I mean if you're looking at
You're looking at a
position.
$70,000-$80,000 position with fully loaded benefits. It's going to be $100,000 or just about any way you
It's going to
want
be just close to that.
Yeah.
family health insurance
Oh yeah.
is 22.
Yeah, it's 22 now.
22,000 plus for health insurance.
Yeah. So
That's for a family. 2 people are 18.
That is for 2 people, it's 20, it's because it's gone up for 2 people now
Right.
to $1,800 a month for
Yeah.
the 2.
So-
I don't know, we don't have any family? People
at this
don't have
point.
their children
No.
in insurance?
Fair enough.
Right.
So we don't insure them. We're not there. So I mean that's a decision the board's going to have to make as far as how they go on that. You know, I mean, I'm going to sit here and say that I realize, you know, it's not easy to hire a part-time person. You know, I think we all hoped it would work. You know, somebody would be, as a consultant would be, and we had that in one case, where we had a person that was going to do some consulting work. Obviously, that probably fell through. That made up the difference.
Well, we had one promising one that looked like we were going to offer him the position, and he was going to fill in with a part-time job and move to the area. And you know, at the last minute, he looked at it and looked at it hard, and I don't think I can do this.
Yeah.
Well, I think it came down to health benefits there, but that's water under the bridge, I guess is the best way to put it. That one didn't work.
Yeah.
So, you know, I personally been sitting here for quite a while, and I do not see that kind of time being spent. The only way you're going to make that up is to assume other positions here in town. And my 2 cents worth on that is very simply that if you have to if you create work by eliminating other people in order to fill a position, that's totally backwards to the way a business should be run. Especially when you're looking at paying somebody $35 or $40 an hour to take over a job that you're paying somebody $17 or $18 an hour. That's my position. You're going to be looking very hard to find work enough for a 40-hour person. Now, obviously, we need to get somebody. No question about that. I'm 110% in favor of filling the position. Because I'm ready to leave. It's that simple.
I mean,
I've
see.
been here long enough. Okay.
I mean, if you wanted to keep everything kind of status quo the way we do things today, and have an administrator come in but not update personnel policies, not update other town policies, go out, look for grant monies, you know, do research, study for that. I see 40 hours worth of work there, you see.
I don't.
And not replacing anybody else's duties within this organization.
Yeah, I don't. And we're going to differ on that one.
Yep.
That's fine.
That's fine. We can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
It's my opinion.
I have weeks that I only put in 10 or 12 hours. Obviously, there are other things that can be done. I don't disagree with that at all, and that would be part of it. I just don't see a 40-hour week. And I think that you're scratching to create work for somebody.
Well, looking
I
at
don't
the
think the
definition of part-time,
taxpayers-
full-time, part-time is under 30 hours, full-time is over 30 hours, so it may not be a 40-hour position initially.
Well, I was just thinking that, 30, maybe 35.
30, 35 hours,
Yeah.
easily.
But I think it's, correct me if I'm wrong, it all comes down to the number. That's what you're actually looking at when you go out to hire somebody, whether it's 10 hours or 50, it's gonna come down to the number they're gonna get paid,
Yep.
right?
Exactly.
That's the bottom line. And what do you do to meet that requirement?
That's why I think it's important to get the feel of the town.
Oh, I do too.
I mean, if, you know, say it was a vote in March, new vote in March full-time, and it was 3-1. Okay,
Well, I mean,
Well, I think that we're at the, you know, as we said, we're at the
We're
juncture.
close enough to that position where we could actually
Yeah.
take that approach.
Yep, absolutely.
yeah, or 2-1, whatever,
well, majority rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it got voted down by what, 20 votes?
Yeah, it wasn't much.
12 years ago or something, but it got
That
voted down.
was,
If it gets voted in by 20 votes, so be it.
Yeah.
But I would not want to move forward without a vote.
I agree.
Whether we move forward the next day or 6 weeks later or whatever, that's,
I think
You
that's
could-
fair enough. I just think that we are at the juncture where we have to re-advertise, and whether we wait and, you know, I don't feel like the committee's gonna fall apart. The team
No.
that's on the committee is dedicated to this.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we have to wait until our March election cycle to determine it, I think that that is worth doing, because we are at this juncture where we don't want to make the wrong decision and
Right.
fail.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
So if we did not, if we went with the town administrator's number that we have in here right now, put a vote on the table March and it was voted yes.
that's not enough. That
That's not
number right
enough for
there.
full-time.
No, but then could it be understood that, guess what, folks? Municipal budget's gonna go up 50,000. That be part of the presentation on.
I believe it could be part of the article.
I think that could be part of the article. I think,
Part of the article.
yeah, because I remember having this discussion somewhere along the line, or hearing the discussion along the
It
line.
would have to be, and again, my 2 cents worth, it would have to be explained at town meeting that this is what we budgeted. I mean, we could even budget 16,000 again, and then put whatever that number is on as part of the article, whether it's an additional 50,000 or 70 or whatever it may be, whatever number we come up with. So that the entire portion of it falls on the voter.
I would like to keep it, fly with the 50,000 and,
Keep that in the budget, and
Thinking
then
that,
in
you
the
know what?
article have the differential
yeah.
for full-time.
Or who knows, maybe in the interim, the part-time might work, some miracle, I don't know. But at least it's budgeted.
I mean, I think that you could effectively get an FTE at 70 to 75, plus benefits.
Well, town just south of us, that's the package.
Win Hall is full-time, 40 hours administrator, I think is 74 or 75. I could go get the book, 74.
Yeah, I think we're like right around in
Plus.
that, plus benefits.
Plus benefits.
Jasper is
So
70.
you're coming in just under 100, and if you have a little cushion for, like you said.
Yeah,
you're
Shasbury
looking
started
at
out
100
at
anyway,
60
you've got it.
down there.
Yep.
I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, we do have to factor in some of your time for knowledge transfer.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's,
Yep,
the 50
absolutely.
included some of that. But would be less. So, is the conclusion of the discussion was that we need to put an article together, that's
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
go on the ballot?
I think we need to discuss it further when Cynthia's here too, but, so that we have full discussion on it. But
We need to start working.
we need to start working on that now.
Because we've got to have, the book's got to be put together here pretty quick.